what makes Mario Kart different from any other racing game? The vehicles? Nah. The tracks? Kinda, but not quite. The power-ups or items? Bingo! There are so many good Mario Kart items that make the game so much fun that I felt like I had to rate them. Hey, I'm Nico, and here's my top 10 best Mario Kart items. Alright, let's start off this list with an item that is actually alive. Whoa, that's messed up. The Piranha Plant item provides you with Bob the Piranha Plant in his quest to eat whatever's in front of you or beside you. With Bob equipped, you will be protected from everything that's out to hit you because you know what? Bob is one hungry plant. It will eat banana, shells, it will even try to eat the air in front of you, giving you a small boost. Sadly, Bob doesn't stay with you for very long before he vanishes. I guess that's what I get for killing Bob every time I play with him in Super Mario 3D World. The next entry in the list comes from the craziest Mario game of them all, Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube. In that particular entry, characters have special items that only they can use. Some of those items are pretty crazy, and that's the case with the Chain Chomp that is unleashed by either Baby Mario or Baby Luigi. This item creates a giant Chain Chomp that guides you through the track automatically. No need to steer. It all does it for you. Oh, and there's another racer in front of you? No problem. The Chain Chomp will take care of that too. The dangerous part about this item? Well, be sure to be ready to take back control of your vehicle because the chain can break at any moment, leaving you behind. When you say Mario Kart item, this is usually what comes to your mind first. The green shell. This item is the basics of all Mario Kart games. It's just a Koopa shell that you throw at your opponents to catch up to them, or a shell that you throw behind you to hit people trying to catch up to you. It's that simple. The shell has no particular powers, it doesn't explode, it doesn't go through walls, it just goes in a straight line and hits whatever is in front of you. You can also use it to defend yourself from incoming projectiles, so that's also good. The reason why this item isn't that high in the list is because it bounces everywhere. So you miss a shot, and this shell can become your worst enemy all of a sudden. Sometimes the best offense is a good defense, and that's exactly what the banana peel provides you. You can either leave it on the track so someone passes on it and slides, or you can just keep it behind you to protect you from enemies' projectiles. And what's better than one banana peel? Well, a banana bunch, which is an item that makes an appearance in Mario Kart. With the banana bunch in hand, you can protect yourself while leaving obstacles for the folks behind you. That's so fun, and I hope they bring it back in the next Mario Kart game. Cause you know, one banana's not enough. I need more! Let's face it, sometimes it's hard to catch up to the first place if you've been hit by too many items at the beginning of a race. The only mean of catching up is to hit every single person in front of you at once, and you know, that's not really possible with any shells or bananas. The thing is, it is possible to do so with the Thunderbolt. With this item in hand, you shrink every character that's in front of you. This way, they become smaller and more vulnerable, also slower and weaker altogether. You can then pass everyone that's in front of you, or you can do what I like to do and make sure to squish every single opponent that dared pass you earlier in the race. Okay, maybe I'm kind of evil, but it's super fun. Try it, come on. I'm gonna throw it right now, okay? Spoiler, you won't find the blue shell on this list. Why? Because it's far from being a good item. The only good this item provides is ruining the race for the best player in first place. And if you're in last place, that won't do you no good. No, if you're in first place, it's usually because you deserve it, which is why this next entry on the list is the Super Horn from Mario Kart 8. It took them a lot of games to finally give a defensive item for the infamous blue shell, but it finally came. With the Super Horn in hand, you can defend yourself and hurt people around you in a small perimeter. This item breaks everything: bananas, shells, other players, and, as I mentioned, the infamous blue shell. Finally, you can stop screaming, "Not another blue shell!" and defend yourself. Sometimes, you just don't know what to pick to first place. I mean, should you throw a banana peel in front of you? Should you just try to win by racing faster using a mushroom? Maybe you feel like attacking with a green or red shell. It's so hard to choose, and this is why Mario Kart 7 introduced the Lucky 7 item, which also became the Crazy 8 in Mario Kart 8. When you get those items, you have a wide selection of weaponry spinning around you. Pressing the item button will use the item that is currently in front of you. It can be a little hard not to spam your trigger and use all of the items at once, but you should really take the time to choose your item, as it can mean victory or defeat. You might be wondering when the mushroom would make an appearance in this top 10, right? Well, I'm sorry, but it won't. Nope. The mushroom is pretty cool and all, but it doesn't last long enough to be on this list. The golden mushroom, on the other hand, is definitely right here at number 3. With this mushroom in hand, you can go crazy fast for a really long period of time. It provides the exact same boost a mushroom would, except you can spam it like crazy and use it to go super fast and catch up to all of your opponents. And finally maybe even reach first place. The only downside is that you still need to keep your eyes on the road at that super fast speed, or else, you can just fall in the pit or bounce on walls and stuff. Just look in front of you, okay? What's better than going crazy fast for a long period of time? Well, being invulnerable doing it, and that's exactly what the star provides to you when you use it. You gain a little boost in speed and you become invulnerable to any enemy attacks. No shells can hit you, not even a blue shell. You don't slide on banana peels and nothing can stop you really. Well, technically apart from yourself falling in a pit because you drive like poop. While in your star form, you can drive into other players to hit them and get them out of your way. Seriously, this item is really powerful, so use it as soon as you get it.
He stole my heart from the minute he was born. They couldn't get me to stop bleeding, so I...
Alright, this may surprise you, but my favorite and best item of all time is the red shell. Yup, the red shell is just like the green shell in a way. You can keep it behind your back to protect yourself, you can throw it at people in front of you. The main difference between the two is the fact that the red shells are automatically guided to hit whatever's in front of you. There's no need to aim to get that perfect 360 no-scope MLG Pro shot. Just throw it and wait for it to lock to the opponent and it will guide itself automatically and hit him. Sure, it's not as satisfying at aiming yourself, but sometimes the guy in front of you, he's just so far ahead that you have to use the red shell to get him. This item also pops up quite frequently, which is why it's number 1 on my list. And you can even get 3 of them at the same time. Now that's OP. So, you've seen the best items, but what are the worst? Well, click the annotation on screen or the link in the description to find items. But what are the worst? Well, click the annotation